Hello and welcome to yet another edition of Talking Fitchburg here on Friday, March 10th. It's a sunny morning, a little windy out there. Not too windy. Hello and welcome. My pleasure to be reading the news for you this morning. It's a Friday, feeling good about that. Andrew's here.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Jeremy's not here.
No, Jeremy.
Whatever. Anyways, let's move on. No. He had to take the day off today. There's important matters to be dealt with on other days, so we needed his time.
Yes.
So he was gracious enough to give up this morning to come in another time.
Yes, gracious.
It was very gracious of him to take off this Friday.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone hates taking off Fridays. You know what I mean? We all love to work on a Friday.
It's the worst day to take off.
Absolutely. We all love it. We're all glad to be here. Or at least I am. Andrew, are you happy to be here?
I'm happy to be here. Had a little car troubles with the wife this morning, so I've been dealing with that, but we're doing okay now, so.
Made it through? All good?
Yeah, still questionable on the vehicle, but she's at least home.
Okay.
She had all 5 kids when this happened.
So the destinations have been reached at least?
Yes, everyone's at school, everyone's back home.
Okay.
It's just a matter of how.
So in degrees of how bad it could be, it's okay.
We're okay.
It could be worse, far
worse.
Yes,
definitely. So we're okay.
That's
we're doing
good. That's good to hear.
Yes.
Let me know if there's any updates throughout the show.
Yes. Keep you up to date.
We'll be kept abreast of the situation. Of course, today on Friday, we will go through our typical headlines. Then in the digest we do just in case you missed it, where we'll recap some of the headlines from throughout the week. And then coming on over for our guest segment is our friends from the Fitchburg Public Library. I believe we have Tim and Tegan coming over today, so it's always interesting, always fun.
Always a good time with Tim and Tegan.
It is always interesting and a good time. So excited to have them come over and let us know what they have going on across the lot. Should be a good show.
Yes.
Hopefully. We'll see. And then if we have time, I'll try and come up with some good facts for you so you can, tell people about them and seem smart. All right. Let's just get into the headlines. No more dilly-dallying. Let's talk about Badger State Trail and the fact that, this is going to be closed down a little bit. So here you go. A small segment of the Badger State Trail will be temporarily closed from McKee Road south to Lacey Road to allow for construction of a new sanitary sewer and a new electric service. The first phase of the closure will close the path from McKee Road to Lacey Road from March 20th to April 3rd. The second phase of the closure will be from Marketplace Drive to Lacey Road, and that will be from April 3rd to May 16th. There will be a marked detour during that period that the trail is closed, and then after construction of the sewer is complete, the Badger State Trail, again, that second phase of construction from Marketplace to Lacey Road will be to redo the asphalt surfacing. So you're going to get a new surfaced trail in that section, which is super nice. Just remember that when that construction is going on, be sure to use that marked detour as, for your safety and just to allow them to get to work. So there you go. Be on the lookout for the detour. And then, Badger Prairie Needs Network. The community meals are back. We've been talking about this a little bit. So they came back in January, but they say here, Prairie Kitchen meals are once again being offered every Saturday at Badger Prairie Need Network's community room. The meal is free and no reservation is required. Meals usually include soup and salad, pasta or rice, a chicken, pork, or beef dish, a vegetarian/vegan selection, bread, a dessert, and drink. So you got the whole shebang going on there. The purpose of the meal is to create a more cohesive, resilient community and build support for Badger Prairie Need Network's mission to end hunger and poverty on a local level. Everyone is welcome and no reservations required. Just show up, bring your own container if you'd like to take home any leftovers, providing that there are some. They always need help as well, so if you'd like to join the team, you can register at Badger Prairie Need Network's volunteers page. And if you have a group interested in volunteering, you can always just call them directly and talk about getting your group in there to help out. They would appreciate that, so please and thank you. There you go. Okay, and then we always like to talk about consumer protection on this show, and it has been Consumer Protection Week, so we have some more good information for you. This is about landlord and tenant things, which lots of people have to deal with. And they say here, more than 1 million Wisconsin residents live in rental housing, most with security deposits that often equal as much as a month's rent, which means there's a significant amount of money in flux at any given time. And again, this comes from the Department of Agriculture, Trade, and Consumer Protection. So they say, therefore, it's no wonder that issues pertaining to security deposits were leading driver of landlord-tenant complaints to DATCP in 2016. They received 1,121 complaints in the landlord-tenant category last year, which is second only to telemarketing, which we've talked about a lot. So after security deposits, consumer complaints focused on unauthorized entry, inadequate disclosures, and evictions. You can head over to the website to find out more details about what all those things mean. But it goes on to say here that both parties understand the rights relating to residential laws. The Department of Agriculture, Trade, and Consumer Protection offers 2 resources on rental issues that both landlord and tenant should have access to instantly. So if you go over to their website, they have something called the Tenant's Rights and Responsibilities Fact Sheet, and they also have the Landlord-Tenant Guide, which is a comprehensive tool covering tons of issues that may come up in housing. So if you'd like that, again, head over to the website, DATCP hotline at wisconsin.gov, and you can get both of those there. Become educated. It's your responsibility, and you're right. Dane County Executive Parisi, he's back in the news here. He's announcing an innovative program to clean up our lakes in partnership with family farms. This is a really neat program, as I've read about it here. So Dane County Executive Joe Parisi announced an innovative new program to help clean our lakes by assisting small and medium-sized farms store manure in the winter. $1.1 million will be available this spring for farmers to apply to help build community manure storage, which will reduce the application of manure during critical times of the year when runoff is most likely to occur. UW scientists estimate that 40% of manure containing phosphorus runs off of snow or frozen ground between January and March and ends up in the lakes. The funds will be allocated basically through 2 methods: traditional cost share agreements and requests for proposals. It says here that proposals are due to Dane County early this summer. County staff will work with the top-ranked proposals to develop full proposals. Projects that rank in the highest will be contacted by Dane County for developed funding agreements for project implementation. So interesting stuff. They're working on some new ideas on how to keep those lakes clean, which we're huge about here, specifically in Fitchburg with all the ag land we have and kind of our focus on the environment. So awesome to hear. Fishing. Are you an angler? I always like that word. I think it's a cool thing. Are you an angler? Well, there's a fishing clinic coming up. So throughout the year, the Department of Natural Resources works with local parks departments, fishing clubs, and organizations to host fishing clinics and other events. And we have one that is coming up here in Dane County. It is going to be in Wanakee. They'll be meeting at the middle school on April 9th from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. They'll be doing the clinic. And you can see here the target age is 8 to 100. So really,
Everybody.
this is for all ages. If you can hold a fishing pole, this is for you. But yeah, they're gonna be teaching basic fishing skills for adults and kids. So kind of a neat opportunity if you're looking for a new hobby, maybe to pick up this summer. Might be something to check out. But there you go. That's it for your headlines this Friday morning. Gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have Just In Case You Missed It, and we'll recap some of the important headlines from this week on Talking Fitchburg. Be right back.